Hello everybody, hello, it's Matthew Street and welcome to my channel. As always, I appreciate you being here. And folks, I don't know what I'm going to call this video yet, but it's going to be something like, Matt out of the hat, or Matt pulls it out of the hat, or something, or whatever. Because I feel like I'm talking about something and pulling something out to share with you that in the 8 years that I've been on YouTube since early 2017, I do not think I've ever spoken about this band that I enjoy and love so much. It's just crazy, folks. When you love music, as we all do, you have so many artists and genres you get into that it would take years and years for you to put in the time and effort in sharing what you love with others, right? I mean, think about it. And obviously my channel is more of a Beatles-centric and power pop-centric channel, but I love all rock and roll, and I've done my best over the years to try to talk about as many artists as I can, and sometimes I neglect certain artists. Well, this is one I've neglected. Folks, Mike, Peter, Bill, and Michael. Well, I don't know if that rings as well as John, Paul, George, and Ringo, but maybe this will help you a little bit. Stipe, Berry, Buck, Mills. Got it now? R.E.M, folks. R.E.M, a band that I have enjoyed for many, many decades. Wow. Formed in 1980. 45 years ago in Athens, Georgia. I believe they all went to the University of Georgia. Georgia Bulldogs, right? Great school. And man, when those four guys got together, they created magic, folks. They really did. I mean, you had Peter Buck with the jangly, arpeggio-styled guitar, very melodic songwriter, all songwriters. Bill Berry, tight, rocking, solid drumming songwriter as well. You got Michael Stipe, who's got this very unique and special vocal style. He's like one of a kind vocal-wise. Very unique and great stage presence from Michael, and he writes very meaningful lyrics to their songs, songwriter. And then you got Mike Mills, who's got this very distinct backing vocal style, which is only Mike Mills and only fits so great and perfect with R.E.M. And his bass playing, I put him up near the McCartney level of melodicism, melodic bass playing with Mike Mills. Fantastic songwriter as well. So you got all these songwriters in the band. They all formed and became equal partners in the band. And folks, they are one of the greatest selling artists of all time. And in 8 years, I've never mentioned how much I love this band. 90 million plus records sold by R.E.M. I mean, they're one of the tops. They've got 15 studio albums, 5 live LPs, 14 compilations, countless singles, countless concert appearances, TV appearances. As a matter of fact, to give you my little back history, I first heard about R.E.M. through my younger brother. Jeff Street is his name. And Jeff somehow became an R.E.M. fan way back early. This is around the time when, here's my first R.E.M. album, Murmur, came out. When Murmur came out, my brother was heavily into the band. He was into these guys. He knew what was going on, and he kind of passed along that love of them to me because he had the fortunate sense to see them in the early days. They were playing in Providence, Rhode Island at this little kind of club place called the Living Room, and he went, and he was like right up, like seeing R.E.M. in a club like 5 feet away from them. It was unbelievable, he said. It was a fantastic show, and he told me about it and was excited about it, and it got my interest peaked in seeing them. Now, I never saw them that far back, that early in their career then, but he was fortunate to have seen them in that little club in Providence, and he sparked my interest in them. So I started following up on them, and then I started buying the albums and seeing that they were getting better and better, starting with this one and then moving on, and I'll try to show some images up here of the different albums as I'm talking and moving and all that good stuff. But anyway, so the albums come out one after the other, and they keep getting better and better and better, folks. Unbelievable band they are. And I, I don't know what to say, because you either love these guys or maybe you're not into Michael's vocal style or whatever. But I'd love to hear from you folks, my viewership out there, what do you think of R.E.M? Are any of you R.E.M fans? Are you into them? Do you enjoy their music? They've had a real long career. Now, as I said, forming in 1980. Now, in 1997, unfortunately, Bill Berry had some serious health issues. He had a brain aneurysm, which really knocked him down and really was nearly took his life, from what I understand. But he bounced back. But after that serious health situation with Bill, he decided to leave the band in 97 for personal reasons and health reasons. I think, seeing interviews with him, he just said, he regrets it now, but back then it was the right thing to do for him to get back on his feet. He had lost some of his motivation being involved with R.E.M. And, he went on to do some farming and live a different life, and that's great. Now, the other guys carried on for several more years, but finally in 2011, the band decided to break up. It was very amicable. They just felt it was the right time, the right place, and the right situation to do it and leave on top, and they did. Like I said, after 15 great studio albums, and every album is so different, but so pure R.E.M. They really, like, one of these bands that knew how to change and morph and still stay true to themselves, but keep exploring, keep expanding, keep, moving onward and upward, as it were. And so I appreciate them as a band for that, because I admit it, there's some albums I enjoy better than others that fit my style more. Obviously, one of my favorite of all time is Out of Time from 1991. I mean, that is almost like the near perfect album, and I will say that's probably Matthew Street's favorite album, Out of Time. But I could go on and on. We could go through each album and how much I love every album for different reasons and the songs I love. But I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to come here and celebrate R.E.M. because I've never done it. And I think what sparked me to also do this video was that over the years, they've always said they will never get back together and do, like shows or make another album and all that. But every once in a while, like a couple of years ago, or was it a year or so ago, they were inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and they all showed up together for that. And I think they did a song or two. So there'll be these sporadic reunions of all four original members. And most recently, just, was it a week ago or so? Down in Athens, Georgia, an R.E.M. tribute band that they're very friendly with and know of were playing a gig, and like the last song, all four members of R.E.M. happened to be at this club where this tribute band was playing, and they all got up and did Pretty Persuasion with the band. Go see it on YouTube. Maybe I'll put the link below. I can't show any of this stuff for copyright reasons, but so as recently as just a few days ago, the four original members, Mike, Peter, Bill, and Michael, all got together at this little club in Athens, Georgia, and got up and did a song with the band that was playing. I mean, so it warms your heart to see a band that's been around that many years now, 45 years, still able to get along, still able to occasionally get together and show support of each other and show appreciation to their fans. You can't say enough about these four guys. They all seem like great guys. There's also a great 40-minute plus interview that was done within the last year or two with CBS News, where all four original members sat down and gave a heart-to-heart interview with CBS. Wonderful interview. They shared a lot. They talked about a lot of different things, their songwriting, their why they're not reuniting. Bill really gives a very emotional passage about why he left the band and his thoughts on that, and the other members give their thoughts on that. So folks, I can't say enough about this band. I just wanted to see what you thought, because I've never given them the time here, and I should. And they're just one of the bands I've always loved for many, many, many decades, and I've just never taken the time on the Matthew Street channel to say, hey, I love R.E.M. Do you? Thanks again for being here, folks. Let me know what you think of R.E.M. What is your favorite album? Give me some things so I can go back and listen to your favorites. Because like I said, Out of Time is my favorite, but I would love to listen to some albums or give more time to an album that you love. So I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks again, everybody. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.